Welcome to Durango and Pod's full-time RV house hacking adventure.
I'm Craig. They call me Durango.
And I'm Talitha. He calls me Pod. We both work full-time, but we live full-time in our fifth wheel. We've enjoyed camping for decades, from tents to pop-ups. Then in 2016, we bought a 23-foot motorhome.
A good friend of ours made a suggestion that sort of changed our lives at the time. He said, you guys camp every other weekend just about anyway. Why don't you just get a bigger RV and live in it, and then you could rent out your house? And really, that was a great suggestion. He has a channel called Dion Talk, if you're interested in looking that up. A lot of good content there. And this was before he even started the channel that he gave us his advice. We've been on this adventure now for 2 years.
So in 2018, we decided to go ahead and get a fifth wheel. We weren't sure if we were going to like living in it full time, so we set it up in the backyard for a couple months.
So I started doing some research on, how do people rent out a fully furnished house for rentals? And, do you get a boost in rent for doing that kind of thing? And it looked like really there was no advantage under regular rent to have a furnished home. It's just that they wear out your stuff, your own personal belongings, as they wear down your rental. As I searched more, everything coming up in the searches as if you have a fully furnished place, you should go on Air B&B, VRBO as a strategy. And that's what we decided to do. And being we had really everything you needed in the house already, with just a few exceptions, really what it was about was paring down enough stuff so that we could just live in the fifth wheel.
After we got our fifth wheel, we weren't 100% sure we wanted to live in it full time.
I was.
I wasn't 100% sure. So we moved into our backyard for a couple months while we finished setting up the house to be a rental. This could be a way for you to try it out too, if you wanted to set up your house as a rental while you moved into your RV full time, or just wanted to rent your house out part time while you go out for longer RV adventures.
Well, the thing about that too is it gives you an opportunity to realize that you really do like camping all the time. And it would probably be a benefit if you already know you like to go camping and you already are comfortable living in an RV. This is a great way to house hack if you have a house you would be willing to rent out. So anyway, that's where our idea came in and bared fruit, was to just be in our backyard with connections and hookups and everything we needed to live in it while we were preparing the house. It really worked out quite nicely.
The other thing we liked about the idea of a short-term rental with Air B&B, VRBO, Home Away, was if all of our belongings were still in the house, we could move back in if we ended up not liking the full-time RV experience.
Here at Durango and Pod's full-time RV living and house hacking adventure, this channel is going to be dedicated to living full-time, what we like about it, and we do like it, how to invest if you want to do it this way and live in your RV full-time. We can give you sort of the ins and outs of using Airbnb and VRBO as a vehicle for cash flow.
In an upcoming segment, we'll definitely go into a lot more details about the numbers with the Airbnb, VRBO, short-term rental process, how you set up a budget and find out more about cash flow and how renters can end up actually paying your mortgage. Also, we'll be talking about RV gear reviews. We're also going to explore Washington State parks, which are some of our favorite ways to go camping. Sometimes we also boondock and go out of state. So we'll share all those experiences with you, and we're really excited to find out which topics you want to learn more about. So please subscribe, like, and leave us lots of comments so we can build this channel to find out more about what you want.